Boom, yes people, back with another one, man. And you see the title of the video. Today we're talking about basically signs that you're an attractive man. I don't know how much I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go and see how much I can do and not ramble on, but yeah, let's get into the video. I done one before and it done well, so I was like, might as well do another one. First sign that you're an attractive man is basically if you're on dating apps and you get likes, bro. Like as simple as that. I feel like I think the statistic is, well, the average man gets 0 likes a day. Most men are getting 0 likes a day. If you're averaging 1 to 5 likes a day, that means you're above. If you're averaging 5 likes a day, you're above average for sure. But if you're getting a like a day, you're above average. Most men get 0 likes. They might get 1 like a week or something. Some guys even 1 like a month, and sometimes it's just like. Yeah, bro, it's crazy. But you're getting likes, and if you're getting super likes, so if you're getting likes, yeah. But I want to talk about if you're getting super likes and roses and all of that. Basically, is if you can like someone, you swipe left, you swipe right, right? But you can like someone and you can super like someone. So that's like you giving them. It's basically someone letting someone else know that I really like you. So like a super like or a rose, you have to pay for it. You get one a month or one a week or some shit, and yeah. So if you're getting super likes or roses as well, that's a really good indicator that you're an attractive man on a day and night. I've got roses before. I actually got one the other day as well. Maybe I'll put up what it looks like. Tinder's super likes, Hinge like roses and stuff. You'll get likes, but for sure, if you're getting roses and super likes, that you're probably more attractive than the average guy, to be honest. So, second thing I want to talk about, bro, you're probably more attractive if you're in shape, right? But I always go bang on about being in shape. If you're in shape, you're definitely gonna be more attractive than the average person. It's crazy because I was watching Spartacus, right? For guys, for you guys, I don't know, I'm into that. So my favorite movie is Gladiator, innit? So all of that Roman, gladiator, warrior type stuff, that's my stuff, bro. That's my shit. I can't lie, I'm into that stuff heavy. Yeah. So yeah, I was watching Spartacus, and it was made in 2010. It's basically like a series on gladiators and stuff. And not to be too vulgar, but there's very explicit scenes in it. If you've watched like Game of Thrones and stuff, is like that where there's like very explicit scenes, and basically the woman had a man who was like not a king, but he was like a wealthy man, etc. But he wasn't really attractive, and she went to this thing where she got the gladiators in it. She went to see the gladiators. You can buy gladiators and stuff. Like this is what happened back in the day, right? You can buy people. So like you can buy gladiators and stuff. And she asked the gladiator to basically chop a woman. Everyone was watching. It was like a show in it. This is just what happened back in the day. So, and you could tell she was so physically aroused, and that she was like, oh, she was asking that touch, and he was breathing heavy and touching him while he was doing this thing with this other girl show, right? Touching her chest, touching his chest, and she was mesmerized, bro. She was yeah, bro. She was mesmerized, and he climaxed, and then she was like, make him do it again. She said to the other woman, make him do it again, because I don't not to muddle everything up, but the other woman, they're basically in the same predicament where their husbands ain't really that but they're both attracted to gladiators, and the other woman is sleeping with one of the gladiators. But the main thing is the physique, bro. The physique. I say that, sorry to say, it's been happening, bro. Honestly, physique is, bro. I can't explain it, bro. This is something I've personally noticed. This is something I've personally noticed for sure. Back before, when I used to sleep with women, and now is different, and you can just tell, bro. I honestly believe, yeah, you don't know what true desire feels like unless you're in shape, bro. Honestly, I don't know. I'm just talking from my experience, bro. Because the way some of these women move when you're in shape, especially, I said that little story and scene to prove my point, right? But I'm saying I've experienced it myself. Me being with women, and obviously I'm in shape or whatever, lean, I'm not saying bodybuilder, but like lean and athletic, you have abs, and women literally go crazy, bro. They go crazy, bro. Like, honestly, it's something that I can't really explain, but if you're in shape, you know what I'm talking about, and if you're in shape, you know what I'm talking about. It's something that's undeniable. You can't buy it. it's always gonna be, as I said, it's undeniable. That's the word, bro. You can't escape it, bro. Honestly, you can't escape it. And I honestly think unless you're in shape, you don't know what true desire feels like from a woman, bro. Like, she wants you. She wants to tear your clothes off and do it. Bro, I'm telling you, some women move like man. Bro, bro, trust me, bro. But honestly, I don't think you can experience that unless you're in shape, bro. That's just my opinion. Unless you're in shape, you have decent muscle mass, you have a lean physique, athletic physique, I honestly think you don't experience that, bro. Honestly. Or maybe if you're like 6 foot, you're like 6'6" or some shit. Cool, because the height is another thing, innit? So unless you're like that, or you're like in shape, I honestly think you don't experience that. It's something that I can't really bring to words. You just have to experience it, and you know what I'm talking about. And me going from not in shape, and I was with someone when I wasn't in shape. I wasn't fat or anything, but I just wasn't in shape. But to now that I am in shape, and when I'm with women, it's two completely different things. Even down to the expectations. It's just like I remember I went on a date. Yeah, long story short, we came back to mine. Basically, I let her go in first. I was like, I opened the door, I let her go in first. She sat on the bed. So I came in, as I was closing the door, I closed the door. As soon as I turned around, bro, she jumped on me, bro. Bro, she jumped on me. I was like, bro, like grabbing me and pushing me on the bed. And then when I took off my shirt, she just shook her head and she biting her lips, doing all of that. Like, that was one of the first times I experienced it, bro. When I got in shape, and I was like, damn, this raw attraction thing is actually real, bro. Yeah, because there's other points, but honestly, if you're in shape, you're gonna be more attractive than the average guy, bro. That's just it. That's just it. Down to your facial features, you get a slight better jaw, you get a better even down to your eating habits, with your skin getting better and stuff. I'm breaking out a bit now, but still I can't lie. But yeah, in general, my skin's usually I get stages where I break out in it, but in general, my skin's usually patterned. Being in shape is the biggest thing. I'm just that from my experience. That's the main thing. You can do all of this look smacks and that, which yeah, that helps improving your face and stuff. But when you get in shape, honestly, bro, it's undefeated. Even like down to when you go on holidays and stuff. If you're going on like lads' holidays and stuff, and you have your shirt off, bro, it's undeniable, bro. It's undeniable, man. Another thing I want to talk about is if you get compliments, bro. People think that men don't get compliments. If you get compliments, you're from women, you're probably more attractive than you think, bro. For sure, women give compliments. As I went through my look stage or whatever, and I was looking a bit better, I noticed I was getting more compliments. I was getting more women approach men, bro. Don't get me wrong, it don't happen every time I walk out the house and stuff, but for sure, women approach men and they give compliments, bro. Women give compliments to men who they find attractive. So, and let me talk about the type of compliments. Some women will outright say, you're hot, you look good. I've had that. You look good. You're hot. You're sexy. I've had that when I'm out, and women just come up to me. I'm walking by, I'm walking by the grandma and you're sexy. I've had all of that, yeah. But I'll be honest, I've had that, but what's more likely to happen is they're gonna be like, women be like, oh, you must work out, or you look like someone I know, or they compare you to like a celebrity. That's basically them saying you're attractive. You look like that guy from TV, or you look like whatever. I said it on one of my other videos. I remember one girl said I look like Jason Derulo. I do not look like fucking Jason Derulo. I wear hoop earrings, yeah. I think he wears hoop earrings, but she was just saying anything. Like she was just, but that's just a way of her saying that she finds me attractive, innit? Saying I look like a celebrity that women lust over. But I know I don't look like fucking Jason Derulo, bro. Yeah, but girls they don't have game like that, bro. Or another thing is women, they instantly think you have a roster. They instantly think, they say, oh, like stuff like you must have a lot of attention. Or I always get this, let's say I flake, or I can't like, or my phone pings, I'm with a woman, or they'll be like, oh, who's that? Or another one of your girls, or like, and it might not, it's not even a that, bro, but automatically they think, because they find you attractive, they think all the girls must find you attractive. That's how women think, because women only want what other women want, bro. That's a fact. Yeah, they're not gonna chat to someone who they don't deem as generally desirable to men, innit? I mean to women, sorry. So that's bro, that's pretty like even down to, let's say girls do things like, let's say they're on Hinge or whatever, or they're out, I remember I was out and I saw a guy approach a girl. This guy, no homo, but he was like, you could tell he's one of these looks smacks. He had the curly hair, beard, like leather jacket. He looked good. He looked good. No homo, bro. He looked good, didn't it? But he approached the girl, and the girl rejected him. But you could tell. Sometimes I people watch when I'm out. He was by himself, and he approached the girl, like the group of girls, yeah. And he approached one girl, and you could tell she was nervous as hell. Probably because he was a good-looking dude, didn't it? And she rejected him. I was thinking, it looks like it was out of nerves. She rejected him, and the girls, her girls around her, got onto her. She's like, what you do? They were like, what are you doing? Like, he's hot. They got onto, and she was just, you could tell she was just taken back because, yeah, as I said, pause. But the guy was a very good-looking guy, bro. He was a very good-looking guy. You can tell he's one of these look smacking guys, bro. You can tell he's black pilled off, bro. But girls were like, her friends were like getting onto her, like, he was hot. Why'd you say no? And she was like, I don't know. She was just nervous. That's the main thing, and that's another thing. If women are generally nervous around you, or they're nervous, that's probably a sign that you're more attractive than you think. I have this boy that I go out with, right? I remember I was out with him once as well, and I remember this girl would walk past us, these two girls would walk past, and the girl, they both was back us. I could tell they liked my friend in it, and her friend was like pushing her, and she was like, no, she was too nervous to chat to my boy. So obviously my boy went up to her, and he was speaking to her, and she was like shaking, bro. She was like shaking, and I was like, my boy come to me. He was like, she was mad nervous. I think it turned him off a bit, innit? But I don't know why she was so nervous. But yeah, she was nervous, bro. And yeah, if women are attracted to you, for sure, they're nervous, they're cautious, they don't wanna, they overthink what they say. Or they might say, I've had times where women say something and it sounds a certain way, and they're like, for example, what's an example? Okay, for example, a woman says, he spoke to me, and then his friend came up to me, and then she would overthink and be like, no, but I don't speak to multiple guys and stuff. Like, she would try, you get it? She would try and pattern up. Like, she would try pattern up, boom, boom, boom. She would try explain herself, not to look like, oh, like she speaks to multiple guys. Like, even though that's not the case, right? I know, I understand what you're saying, but that's what she would just overthink. Is basically what I'm trying to say. She'll overthink. She'll be a bit nervous. That's another sign that you're probably more attractive than you think, for sure. Another thing is you come off as confident or intimidating. For example, I don't know, I'm just going off examples from my life, innit? When I go out and stuff, like me, my friends and whatever, what I see. I remember I went out to this bar and I was wearing this sleeveless V-neck. Thing. And yeah, the girl commented, she's like, I love your shirt. It's just like, she's like, most guys ain't wearing V-necks, innit? Which they're not anymore. But I still were like, I like my open shirts, V-necks and whatever. If you can pattern it, you can pattern it, and it's yeah, bro. But she's like, oh, like basically saying how, yeah, like you look confident. No other guy's gonna wear that sort of thing. And like, yeah, I just told her, yeah, I was like just being myself or whatever. But the point is, women, as an attractive guy, if she deems you as attractive, she automatically thinks you're confident. She automatically thinks you got your stuff together. She thinks you just held to a way higher standard, bro. You just held to a way higher standard, honestly. And she makes it easier for you, but you're also held to a higher standard. So, yeah. The last thing I want to talk about is, this is pause, right? I'm not trying to be no homo, but it just is what it is. Other men start reacting to you, right? You see that story I just said just now about the girl saying I look confident? I was wearing the same outfit, yeah? This was the same night. I went to the toilet by myself. I went to the toilet and I don't know, I was getting a lot of compliments with that outfit. I don't know. But yeah, I went to the toilet and yeah, I went to take a leak and the guys in the toilet were like, bro, they're just like, oh, like, what do you do? Just like, she said, bro, you just look like, he literally said, you look like someone. Like, you look like you do something. That's what he said. He's like, you look like you've been on TV. If people say that, like, you should go on TV, you should model, or if they say you should go on shows like you've been on Love Island or stuff like this, yeah. And yeah, I just noticed other guys complimenting me in a way, not in a home way, but just like guys would be like, like, oh, you're guys would be like, so like, yeah, you're a pretty good looking dude, right? And they say things like, oh, I bet you get all the girls or whatever. and things like this. I've even had some guys, bro, can I like, gone in the toilet? But you see when you're just friendly or whatever, and I'll be in the toilet and they just be like, oh, like, bro, can I like come around with you, like, do it? Because obviously everyone, if you're a guy in the bar or whatever, you're doing rounds, innit? You're doing rounds. Yeah, but like, I've had people ask me like, bro, can I like come around? Can I go around with you, like chat to things? Like, let's go chat to things. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. If I don't know you, the chemistry's not there. We're doing a two-man. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Usually I decline on that because I'm with my boys anyway. But to be honest, there was one time I was in a bar, yeah, and this guy, he just came up to me, he's like, yo, bro, like, he's like basically saying, oh, like, you look, I like your look or whatever. You look smooth. And he was like, oh, like, he's like, oh, bro, I beg you, come, like, I think he wanted to speak to a girl, but the girl was with her friend, innit? He was actually a white guy. He was a white guy, and he was like, "Oh, like, let's go. Like, I beg you, just come, like, chat to her friend or whatever. I just want to speak to her friend because her friend was dragging her. Basically, they were going to the toilet, and he's grabbed her friend in it. Her friend is choosing him hard, but her friend, the one is choosing him hard, but the one's friend is grabbing her, saying like, let's go to the toilet. So yeah, he's basically asked me like, bro, you look good, like, whatever. So I spoke to her, like, got her Instagram or whatever. But me and that guy ended up staying together. We ended up just going on bare two-mans, bro. We just ended up going on. At the end, he was like, what's your name? Yeah, bro. live. That was funny, bro. But other guys start mentioning it, not in a homo way as well. Not in a homo way as well. Even though, to be honest, bro, I have had gay guys approach me or whatever. Obviously, I don't swing that way. Everyone likes what they want to like, but I don't swing that way, innit? Bro, those are signs that you're an attractive guy, in my opinion, bro. Not in my opinion, but from my experiences, that's what I noticed when I got more attractive. These are some of the things that were happening to me, innit? So, yeah, your life is just easier. Your nightlife is easier. Even not just girls, like, people just treat you with more respect when you take care of your looks. People, as I said, people expect more of you. They automatically think you have stuff patterned, bro. You get what I'm saying? And that's the video. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that jazz, and I'll catch you on the next one in a bit.